so many cartoons out there, like BoJack Horseman and all that stuff. I could see your cartoon as that. You
Yo,
know?
Ray, are you watching the Amazon Prime show, the Invincible show? You watching that?
Yeah, but it's funny. I just started watching that yesterday, and then I woke up this morning. I was like, "This shit's crazy!" Like after the ending of the
I
first
heard it's
episode,
off the
I was
hook.
like,
Yeah.
"What the fuck?"
Did you ever read the books?
No, I actually went on readallcomics.com and I was going through them today for the first
Oh, really?
time. I never read Invincible. And I read everything, but I never read that book.
James. No, but
No, I loved Invincible.
I was talking to George about Invincible today, and I think I love to hear anybody who's watched it what your opinion is, but I think they just rushed everything. I think it's moving too fast.
Yeah, because the first 5 issues, that thing doesn't even happen. So
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like the pacing is completely off. I wasn't feeling it too much.
Yeah. It seemed like they're doing like the comic book seemed like you're just getting to know the character. It's like an introduction, you know?
Yeah.
So does that actually happen in the series where those superheroes get killed and shit like that, or what?
Spoiler.
That's okay.
I haven't seen or read the book.
I'm gonna spoil it.
It does happen in the comic. It does. It just happens later on. Wait, Anibal, you haven't seen it?
Nah, not yet. Not yet.
Oh, I thought you were gonna watch it.
Well, the Joker comes in there and the Joker kills everybody.
All right, so then let's talk about something we've watched.
And Two-Face also, he comes in there.
How about that Snyder Cut?
Just big shout out to James.
Nice segue, George. Nice segue.
How about that Snyder though? How about that Snyder Cut? You want to talk about that?
I didn't see it.
That I've seen.
You see that?
That's off the hook.
So I saw it 3 times. How many? What did you? What did you guys?
Wow.
How do I mute you guys?
Well,
Spoiler alert.
I saw it 3 times.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I've seen it about that many times too.
3 times?
4 hours. 4 hour one. You saw it 3 times.
Oh wow.
There's this little button on the control. It's pause. You can pause it and then come back if you don't want to watch it 4 hours. I don't know if you ever heard of that, Sam.
No, Sam's committed. Sam will sit there and be like 4 hours.
The first time I sat through the whole thing. I
haven't done that yet. Yeah, that's.
And the second time I did a half. The third time I was watching it, drinking beers with my buddy. He passed out, and then I passed out.
Sounded about right.
But I woke up again and I continued watching it. My wife was like, "You guys are still here? You still watching that movie?"
Is it on HBO Max?
Yeah,
it's on HBO Max, but I got it on Roku.
Yeah, HBO Max. Yeah.
If you get your Roku stick cracked, then you watch it for free.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Well, so my initial impression was it's definitely better than the first.
I think we could all agree on that.
Way better.
Yeah.
Let's go around. Let's go around. Just whoever wants to, you know what I'm saying? Like,
jump in, everyone. Yeah, jump in.
Fuck you up.
Yeah.
I definitely thought it was better.
We'll start from the.
Definitely thought it killed. Yeah, killed it. Killed the first version.
What's up, Mark?
The first 20 minutes was better than the whole first version.
Oh yeah,
that's how good it was.
Yeah, that opening sequence with the scream, with the Superman yell. Oh man, that was deep.
Right there, and it made sense.
It totally made sense. Yeah,
cell phone video.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that was horrible.
I honestly think that guy was a plant for Marvel, even though he didn't direct the other 2 movies.
I'm gonna screw this one up real bad.
Because the guy who played the original look of that character, what's his face, Steppenwolf, looked just like the character who got his hand cut off in the beginning of Infinity War. Their face, their design, their costume design is very similar. And then also because the whole scene with the axe in the neck was just like side by side with Thanos getting the axe.
Yeah, a lot of similarities.
Too many similarities. Yeah. This movie came out in 2017. Yeah. Nobody knew that those scenes were going to happen, except for Whedon, Joss Whedon, So, I mean, he probably was like, delete this. Oh, this is good. We'll use this for the next Marvel movie, but I won't be in.
See, I think that Cyborg could have used his own movie. And I think, and I know that the Flash has his own show, but I feel like the Flash could have used his own cinematic, debut.
Well, they were planning for that.
Before they put all of it together. Because then that way, I mean, obviously the movie's 4 hours because they needed to put all that stuff in there. I don't think it would have been had they done it the right way. And I think that's my biggest gripe with DC is their lack of it seems like just planning, just plan it.
Yeah.
Don't rush it. Like Civil War was coming out, so they were like, "Yo, Batman, Superman, we got to put it out right now." And it's like, no, you're not compete. You can't just keep competing and just putting these stories out just because you got to outdo Marvel. Marvel's doing their thing. Let them do their thing. You have the more iconic characters. Yeah. You have Superman. You have Batman. You have Wonder Woman. Those are characters that I knew before I even spoke English, bro. In Ecuador, little fucking Jorgito in Ecuador knew who Superman was. I had a little watch. I had a little Superman watch. Like, Superman is iconic, bro. Like, you don't need to do all that stuff. I just feel like they rush everything.
But that's my biggest because they're producers, they're not artists, they're not creative people. They're just dollar counters. Like, I heard that Doomsday was not original script, and they forced them to put Doomsday in there. And
oh, really?
so they just, producers, just like the same thing with Infinity War. They cut out the whole scene where Age of Ultron. I was reading that there was a scene where Bruce Banner was supposed to turn into the Gray Hulk in that movie.
Really?
Oh, that would have been nice.
Wow.
That would have been dope.
Yeah.
That was the weakest one, in my opinion, in the Avengers series, with the Age of Ultron. I just wasn't feeling it as a whole compared to. They could have taken that whole storyline out and just kept, the Vision storyline and the Incredible Hulk storyline. Everything else they didn't need for the whole series, bro. Honestly.
Well, that was the intro to the Scarlet Witch and all that too. So that was
besides those little things. And any of that, it wouldn't have made a difference to the end. The whole end. It was like a side story. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't part of the Infinity. It was like a side story almost.
Right. So, if you look at how she manipulated everybody's mind, right? But she manipulates Bruce Banner first, but you don't see what he saw.
Oh, yeah,
You see everybody else.
Yeah.
Because she basically unlocks Joe Fixit in his brain.
No, man, that would have been dope.
Yeah, right? Damn.
So that's what I read. That the director originally intended.
Bringing it back to the DC stuff. I think the DC stuff, the movie guys need to get with the animation guys and let those guys take over the movies, because the animations get it right, man. Like,
all the time.
That's a great point.
That I've seen, whether it's the series or the movies that DC does, blows anything that they ever put on a film out the water, bro. It's
crazy.
It's nice.
Hush. They made Riddler the Hush. I didn't understand why. That one was bad. I don't know.
I don't think I saw that one. I haven't. The newer ones I haven't seen. I'm talking about like
their Suicide Squad cartoon was awesome.
Yeah, those are
classic stuff,
Yeah.
So
what do you guys think of Harley Quinn though?
Which one? Like where?
Harley Quinn's dope.
The Harley Quinn movie by herself with the Birds of Prey.
Oh,
that was.
You have to smoke a joint to understand
it.
It was entertaining,
It was entertaining, but it reminded me of Hal Berry's Catwoman for a minute. I was like, oh.
Yes, yeah, you're right. Yeah,
that's horrible.
Like,
that was horrible.
You can't have a Catwoman movie without Batman, and you can't really have a Harley movie without Joker.
Right.
True.
Just stuff, that's like a sidekick of a sidekick.
And now they're doing Suicide Squad too, right? And I like it. I just don't feel like
yeah.
And that one,
I'm worried about that. I am worried about that.
Right, I was just gonna say that. It looks like the special effects on that shark guy alone had me like, what is this? Oh my god!
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's true. That's what it looked like.
Horrible. I'm like, Jesus Christ, what are they doing? Yeah.
So, have you guys seen the Falcon and Winter Soldier yet? Have you seen?
I've been watching. I've been watching a couple of the episodes. Yeah.
What do you guys think about that?
It's why I was telling Anibal, like and this is one of my gripes going back to the Snyder Cut, just their special effects. I just don't know what it is about DC and special effects that they just can't seem to get them correct. Right. There's an opening sequence in the Falcon and show that the CGI is flawless, bro. It looks like this guy's really flying through those mountains. It just looks real.
Right.
So I'll say that. I mean, I so far the story is, it's all right. I just think, but I think with Anibal, we're talking about it, right? The connection to Captain America. I'll let you talk about that, Anibal, because you had a really good take on that. Is what I think is what keeps people watching, and we were talking about that with Anibal.
Right. Go ahead, Anibal.
Yeah, no, what I was saying was they actually found a way to really make me feel somebody died, somebody important died in the series.
Right.
You know, maybe it's my military background, how they had the podium set up and it was official. The whole show, the heart of the show is Captain America's death. His spirit is there, so
Right.
it feels very real. As opposed,
we never saw a funeral though. That's what's interesting too.
It was a surprise. I didn't know he had died until they started talking, and you see all the little. You don't even need it. That's how strong they did it. That it wasn't even necessary in comparison to the Superman death. Honestly, I just wasn't as convinced. You know, they had the big. I told George they had the big sign, the flag hanging. And I'm like, that could have just been an advertisement for Comic-Con. So you know, I just didn't feel it. Marvel found a way to put those little nuances in there to make me care that Captain America died and it's a serious thing. Superman just didn't feel the same. Like,
I can tell you why. They have Pixar writers, and in every Pixar movie, you cry within 10 minutes of the movie starting.
Yo, Up.
Good point.
Oh, yeah,
I didn't even have to watch the whole movie Up. Just the first
that makes sense
15 minutes, dude. I was like, oh,
they're about those little nuances, those little moments. Yeah, that makes sense.
You're so right, dude.
Yeah. They have those writers, and they just make you. They get you all the emotions within like the first 20 minutes. And you're like cutting your wrist. Like, I feel
hey, John, emotional writing, man. That's your cue, man. Well, how do you feel about that? What do you have to say?
I believe that most of the Marvel movies concentrate too much on the action and doesn't focus on the emotional aspect. They want to kind of skip to the hot action scenes, really. Now, there are some movies that, I'm not going to lie, that Marvel did that I really felt those movies. Logan was incredible. That's probably the most emotionally powerful movie they did so far.
Did you see the Logan in black and white, though? The DVD had a black and white version. Did you see that? That's really
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I got to check that out. I didn't even know that. I did not know that.
You get the DVD, you can watch it in black and white. It's even better. It looks like an old 1950s, 60s movie. Yeah.
Oh, that is dope. I gotta see that.
The problem with the X-Men movies is that they're always saving kids. It's like X-Men never saved no kid. Any comic.
You gotta do it for the kids, though. You know, the little kids. Come on,
You gotta do
the
it
kids.
for the
I didn't need that. I didn't need kids to be cool. I wanted to see X-Men die after I read that book. There's like some X-Men about to die. So
how do y'all feel? I'm sorry. How do y'all feel about Venom? I know there's a split on Venom. How do y'all feel?
It's what Ray said. You can't have Venom without Spider-Man. Like, you just can't do it. You can't do it.
Good point. Good point.
Do it, dude.
It was a deal breaker right there, right? You're coming in on the negative that way, like, already, like, damn, you know?
That's what every kid told me that saw that movie. They're like, "Yo, man, where was Spider-Man? I was waiting for Spider-Man."
A cameo, something.
Yeah, something. So, Sam, what did you think about these shows?
I didn't see anything.
Sam, what?
Grunting. I don't know where.
Stop it! You will watch shows you like. You watched Invincible. Stop it.
Yeah, 1 a.m. when I went.
That's it. You just gotta watch an hour.
And I was like, all right.
What? He said 1 a.m.
It took me 3 days to do it because every night I put on like.
You know what I do?
Huh?
I read my comics when I'm on the toilet, and I watch my TV when I'm drawing. So I have to have the TV on and I'm drawing. So I can't sit there and just do nothing and just watch the TV.
Yeah, I'm the same way. Yeah.
The only time I watch TV is when I'm going to sleep. When I'm working out, I'm listening. I have YouTube on. I'm usually watching like UFC highlights, or like motivational podcasts while I'm working out. But that's it. I mean, most of the time I'm here just grinding. I'm a slave to this room.
Yo, that room hates you right there, right? You're like, yo, get out, Sam. Get out. The room is like, yo, Sam, we see you too much, bro.
I know, right? I told my wife, I was like, Monday we're gonna go to the American Dream Mall.
Oh yeah.
Don't lie to her.
They have Angry Birds miniature golf.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, they have roller coasters.
Oh, wow. Oh, yeah, that place is
huge. The whole theme park there.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna go for the Angry Birds miniature golf and go get some coffee. So let's go over there and just have fun.
Oh, what's this?
Technical difficulties.
Oh, what?
Oh.
Technical
I
difficulties.
was like, wait, what?
Yeah. But
I gotta go to that mall, bro. I haven't been there.
What's the name of the mall again?
American Dream.
where you been? You've been in a hole. It's been all over New York Times, everywhere.
I live like 5 minutes away from it, Ray. It's nice, man. It's really
Where
nice.
is it? Jersey or
Jersey? Yeah.
To get it open.
Biggest mall on the East Coast.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so they have a theme park, they have a water park, they have ice skating,
Really?
they have two miniature golfs, they have indoor snowboarding and skiing.
Yep.
They
They got a ski lift, bro.
Yes,
An actual ski lift.
They got a ski
What is
lift.
this, like from
Crazy,
Dubai
bro.
or something?
What the hell?
They've been working on this for over 20 years, but
20 years.
Yeah.
I walked the site when it was all just concrete, and then I walked it again when they had the framing up and all that stuff, and then I walked it when they were building out, and I was there. I was part of helping the last company I worked for build out that location for our store. So I got to see from bare bones to where it began. It was beautiful.
They stopped building it for a while though. Didn't they stop working on it for a minute? Like they just left they had like the ski lift, and that was the only thing that was built, and then they just
changed hands 3 times.
It changed owners, yeah. Yep.
3 times. Because originally when it started, it was called Xanadu.
Xanadu.
Wow. And so the guys that own Mall of America went and bought it, and so they started working on it. Then we were supposed to open twice, and it got canceled because the Rona.
Right. And now they're open fully.
They're open, but they're not at full capacity. They still have.
I gotta see this.
50% of retail.
Yeah, I'm not alone. It came from the radio. Said never heard of this place.
Yeah.
That's because you never left Long Island. It's in Jersey.
So what exit is this on? Like where is this? Like what town?
It's near the stadium.
The Meadowlands.
The Meadowlands.
East Rutherford? Is it East Rutherford? No, before you get to East Rutherford.
It's right across from
East Rutherford. It's right next to MetLife Stadium.
Right next to MetLife.
Oh, okay. Wow. So that's way remote out there. Wow, yeah. That's near when you're heading towards the military base over there, right? The Fort Dix. It's
only 5 minutes off of the.
Nah, not really.
Not that far, or is it?
As soon as you get out the Lincoln Tunnel.
It wouldn't. No.
Fort Dix is way south, bro. Fort Dix
it's like 7. That's like 7A or something.
Yeah, that's down there.
It's like Great Adventures or something.
Yeah. Six Flags.
No,
This,
Six Flags. Okay.
you can see New York City from the mall.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it's only 5 minutes from the tunnel.
So that's the next. So that's where all the Rona's coming from Jersey, then, right? It's like they opened up.
That place is a one-stop shop. The way they
John laughing. John liked that one. John.
That was a goodie. That was a you.
John hates Jersey.
To build the context, John hates Jersey.
John hates Jersey.
Let me defend myself. I wouldn't.
Jersey. I've been thinking. I'm working in Jersey.
I would not use the word hate.
Okay.
I would say strongly try to avoid at all costs. I would not say hate. There's a difference.
All right, what's up with Jersey, John?
Huh?
You got jacked up in Jersey? What happened?
No, I'll tell you. I'm going to tell you what it is.
Right.
You asked for it, y'all. Sam and Anibal asked for it.
Let's put him in the big spot. Let's put him in the big boy seat over here.
Okay, here we go.
Why is Jersey?
I'm going to get a big spot tonight. All right. These are my issues with Jersey. I don't hate Jersey. Just try to avoid it at all costs. But I don't hate it. The first thing, Jersey has something called a jug handler. It makes no sense. It's a turn within a turn to make a U-turn. It's two turns to make a U-turn. Who does that? That makes no sense to me.
Westchester.
So that's the first thing.
Westchester.
Westchester has a U. No, I live in Westchester. There's a straight U. You go up, you go across, you go down, you're good to go.
No, but
so that's not Westchester.
If you do the cross county expressway from 87.
No, that's just horrible. That's just jammed up. That's a whole different thing. That's totally just jammed up. That's bad.
Oh,
yeah.
Damn.
So that's the first thing.
Earthquake.
See, Jersey messed up my phone too. Look at that. It made it fall. It's jinxed. I can't say no more. It's jinxed.
That is too funny.
That was it. was it. I was expecting some juicy stuff.
I know. I thought we were gonna get a.
That's it. Well, okay. The other thing, I'll say this.
Daisy. This coming from Driving Miss Daisy. You ever seen John take a turn?
Oh man.
Yo, joggers move faster than him.
John driving.
Like, you know, you see helicopters because like where does traffic come from, and everyone's following John. When he makes
he's a Sunday driver,
dude.
Yo,
John
hold
will go
on.
to a stop sign. Stop. Count 1, 2, 3, 4,
yes,
and then go.
Yes, I follow the rules. I do. Yes, I do.
That's what you're supposed to do.
It says stop.
That's what you're supposed to do. It's called the law. Come on, yo. It's in the manual for crying out loud.
It's in the manual.
I get anxiety when he has to take a turn. I'm like, oh, jeez.
Dude, I'll tell you one thing. I got to tell a story about driving that happened with George and Anibal. I don't know if I should tell the story because I don't want to embarrass George. He's my boy. But all I have to say is,
was he wearing like red underwear or something? What was it?
on my head.
Yo,
Superman underwear.
I'll put it this way: the only person who had a legal license was me, and I was in the passenger seat. I'll just leave it at that on the way to Philly. I'll leave it at that.
Was that on the way to Philly?
So you basically
yes
illegally. But you're a licensed driver.
George, you got to tell that one. If George give me permission, I'll tell him.
I remember the story of us getting pulled over in White Plains, and I have like license, I have registration, I have insurance. I was driving as dirty as you possibly could. I should have been locked up.
Walking like a true Latino.
So there's really nothing you can say, Jonathan, that's gonna embarrass me, bro. Go for it. Tell the story.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna tell the story. This is funny though. I believe it was Philly. We're on our way. It's me, Sam, and I believe it was me and Sam. I don't think Anibal was there.
Yeah,
and we was on our way.
Already the story's.
No, I'm telling you.
I'm sorry, John.
George don't want me to tell it. He keep cutting me off because he don't want me to tell the story. That's what it is. That's what it is.
Tell the story. Tell the
conspiracy.
Wait.
Okay, I'm going to tell the story.
No, I think George was with us when we got pulled over at the gas station.
On the highway.
Yes, they followed us. They were following us for a minute, and then they followed us. They pulled us over.
Yes.
Oh, shit.
And this is the funny thing. And Anibal, I believe, was with us. We was driving. The lights come on. So George turns to me.
Story, though.
I kid you not. Oh, you wasn't there?
I wasn't there, but I've heard the story. So, go ahead, continue.
Yeah. So the lights come on. George turns to me and says, "What? I'm not telling the story. I'm done. You ruined the fun of telling the story. I'm not telling the story.
Come on.
What is this?
John, we're hanging on every word. Come on, John.
No, you're not.
No, go for it, man.
So the
story time.
So the cop pulls me over. So the cop pulls George over, and George turns to me and goes, "John, my license ain't it's expired and it don't have inspection." So I'm like, "Yo, I'm the only person with a license, and I'm a colored person. Are you kidding me? They're throwing me in a ditch." So I'm like, "All right, pull it over." I swear to God. The guy goes to George. George is like, "Hey, how you doing?" He got the hat. "What you boys doing? From New York, license and registration." George shows the license, and George says, "Yeah, I was going to get my license renewed." He's like, "But it's been or for a while." George says, "Yeah, I got to get it renewed." He says, "It's been expired for a year."
That's the second time they pulled me over. Second time. Go ahead.
Yeah, second time. Yeah, he got away the first time too. That's true. He says it's been a year. So the guy goes and he says, "Okay, take the license. Let me see your registration." He didn't get the inspection done because the inspection was out. No. He turns to me and he's like, "I could throw you in jail and take the car right now." And they take a bus. So he turns to Sam, and Sam is like, "I don't just because I'm Spanish. I can't drive. I don't have a license. They turn to me. I'm like, I got a license.
Oh shit!
Yo, I got to get in the driver's seat. George got to get out, and the whole time I'm thinking I'm going to come up missing. They're going to make it out the state, and it's over. I'm like, George, how could you not have the license? The minute we get into Philly, George switches, say, all right, get out the driver's seat. I'm getting back in. I'm like, no, but are you kidding me?
Because they said, what are you guys doing? And we showed they were going to Comic-Con.
Yeah.
And they let us know. They go, oh, these guys are not, they're not freaking traveling with drugs. These guys are just nerds.
That's right.
Yo, Ray, that shit traumatized John so bad. He was staying with me for a while, and for some reason or other, I forget what it was. I told him, John, can you drive the car for me while I do this or whatever? I just need. He was like, oh, this is how he told me to say. He was like, oh hell no, I did that one time. And yo, he told me to. I'm like, okay, I understand. Bro.
Oh,
I understand.
he had a connection with me.
Give me the key back.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a goodie.
John was definitely social.
Oh, that one was a goodie.
He went to Pittsburgh. I didn't have a license at the time, and so I was like, John, I'm not driving the car. There's no way. I thought the guy was gonna pass out. So Brian Kong had and that's even worse. Do you think that Jonathan takes those turns slow?
Oh, no.
Very slow. And so he was like, we're never gonna get there. It was horrible. It was horrible.
Oh Jesus.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it was. And then, no, I gotta add to that one too. The funny thing is, Sam goes to me, and I'm like, Sam.
Hold on.
I say, Sam. Okay.
There we go.
Oh shit.
I'm not there. Man down. I'm not there. Man down.
There you go.
Oh, I'm there. Okay.
Sorry, I'm on my second beer now. This is like double IPAs. This is like drinking.
So I go to Sam and I'm like, I need a soda because soda is my alcohol. I'm like, I'm stressed. I need a soda. I need a Coca-Cola. So Sam is like, we got to stop for a soda. I said, dude, I'm driving. You don't have a license. My joint is messed up. By the way, my joint was messed up at the time.
I need a damn soda. Give me a soda.
Yeah, I got to get a soda. Sam gets the soda. I say, hold the soda for me, Sam. He's like, why you gotta hold the soda? Why I gotta hold the soda? It's your soda. And I swear to God, we see
you
something in the road.
Drink, bro. You should have got grape drink.
Yo.
Still get water, purple.
This is like that John Leguizamo movie, hanging out with the whole.
Oh shit! Yo, wasn't the wolf in the car with you guys?
Oh man,
Wolf was in there. Yo, he was hilarious. Oh, Sam turned to Wolf. Wolf was like, "Don't even look at me." He was like, "Don't even look at me."
J-Rod says it was a deeply conservative country. He says,
yeah.
Yes, the wolf.
Oh man,
killing me.
We had some. that whole trip was interesting because the wolf was acting up over there as well. So at Pittsburgh Comic-Con, the great thing about it that the I guess the top suite they open it up for the people who are attending, the pros. So they have it up and they have open bar. They have a pool room and it's like different rooms and it was awesome. I go up there and I see the wolf getting into an argument with some dude and look, they're gonna fight. Damn. And so being that's my boy. So it's like right. So I'm sneaking up behind the guy, and I'm like if this is going down,
6'2", 200 pounds, and he's sneaking up, right?
Because the guy was bigger
that's really magic, right?
The guy was bigger than the wolf. And I'm like, oh no! I said, because when the wolf drinks, he's a little too.
Yeah, he's a drinker.
So
yeah.
It'll be one hit on the floor. So I'm like, no, I gotta. And so I go up, and then when I get close enough, they're just being aggressive, but they're drunk, but they're playing. And I was like, ooh, I almost put this guy in the headlock. And then the wolf was like, yo, give me the keys, because we're all in the same room. It was me, Brian, John. An air mattress that got a flat, and so I was sleeping on a hard floor. It was horrible. And then the wolf It's like, give me the damn keys, and he's getting aggressive with me. And it's like, yo, I see an open bar. He turns around, I get in the elevator. But yo, we had a great time over there.
I see an open bar.
And you guys did San Diego together too, right? You guys did San Diego Comic-Con as well together?
We did San Diego. Yeah, it was like 20 of us. 20
Yeah, did the 4 of us ever
Party
do it
like
at one
rock
time?
stars, bro.
Yes.
Did the 4 of us do it at one time or no? There was always one missing, I think.
John was missing from when I went, but yeah, you guys had gone the year before me. I think.
Yeah.